night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 8.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. An option handoff given to Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Running on 1st down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 7, Patriots 0.
only needing 2 yards on second down. Now a give running left is Eckler. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup.
Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown! Williams from a yard out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second and 7, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top? Here comes the ball!
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Henry's got it out on the left side. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Herbert on 1st down now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down, Herbert. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Herbert on third down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Second and 10. Again, Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Patriots 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And we see James, he will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
53, 53, check 53. Here we go.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they run with Harris off the option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And right side, Henry's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mac Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham. 3rd down here.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And Allen's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Slam, slam, slam. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right here. Mike, 53.
Herbert throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Harris, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 9, Jones, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Jones. Connecting with Aguilar. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw.
Going deep here for Allen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Jones. Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
To throw is Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Jones to Henry.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Jones.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC